All right. What is up, family? I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm coming with the energy today. I do want to apologize. Recently, I've been going through a lot that I have not been vocalizing and that I haven't really been letting out. But right now, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for the 74 followers that I have currently. I just want to say thank you guys so much for just being here, you know, watching my videos, liking my videos, just being supportive because I was taking that for granted. I've been making all these videos and I'm like, dang, like, why am I not getting the subscribers anymore? Why am I not getting this? Why am I not? I shouldn't be asking myself, why am I not getting from other people? I should be asking myself, what am I not doing to receive more? So, that could be time of prayer, that could be time with whatever it may be. But, once again, I just want to say thank you. Through this trading journey, I am on the 100K challenge live. I'm doing amazing. I mean, I recently caught some losses and I've caught some dubs, but just to sum it all up, I'm only $800 negative on my live account. No biggie. I still got room to grow. And with being December, I kind of want to let this challenge roll over to next year just so I can have a better opportunity because December, you are going to get those pretty iffy markets. I will say first 2 weeks, clean. Now, coming into, this week, well, I'll say first week and a half. First week and a half, I was making some freaking insane trades. The second week, now I'm kind of getting my butt kicked. But let's see how we finish this week out. Hopefully we can be profitable. So obviously, I'm building that profits up so next year I can actually just pull out. Um, but let's just go over these trades. I will actually let me tell you guys a couple of things. I will be trying to change my setup pretty soon. I recently just bought me a new PC. Praise God. Help me pay off this debt in Jesus' name. We're gonna do that with this live account. Um, I will be trying to just do better on my part. I want to be consistent again, posting almost every day or every other day, so I can, just keep posting content, keep putting it out there. Not just because I want you to sit here and look at me every single day and look at my pretty face, but more or less, I just want you to understand how consistent I am and that I'm really just trying to put this out there. It's not about the million subscribers and the million views. It's about the fact that I'm doing something that I care about and not giving up my dreams. Praise God. But let's just go over this real quick. This trade that I took on Tuesday and this trade that I took actually, oh, these are both Tuesday. Hold on, wait a minute. Huh? Am I seeing this right? Oh, okay. Gosh. Okay. I see what this was. Tuesday, I broke my rules. I was lost for a second. Tuesday, I broke my rules and I took 5 trades. My limit for trades in a day is 3. But lately, how markets have been, I've been trading, realistically after 1 o'clock, and I've been catching some gems. I'm not gonna lie. 9:30 New York is not it. It's not clean. It's not retesters are not being done. But you'll see market take out all these lows, take out all these highs, but have no confluences. So that's just not working for me personally. But let me just show you where I'm getting at. These lines are basically just where I got in, but I'm gonna start from zero and show this whole process to you guys. I actually missed doing that, so I'm gonna get back at it. Okay, so let's just say 9:30. I'm gonna get rid of these lines the moment that I can actually like find exactly market open and everything. All right, here we go. 9:30. I'm gonna make this clean. Let me just do this. Got previous high and previous low. Now with these lows, obviously this is um actually this right here would be your London session low, and then this one right here would be your Asia session low. So both of these lows got taken out, and I'm actually starting to take take notes, take notes. I'm actually going to make another video after this and I'm going to explain to you why. But with both of these sessions getting taken out, if I would have been patient, I would have realized, with these sessions being taken out, this is key. This is huge. I wouldn't have to sit here and be taking all these a million trades for no freaking reason. But I think the thing that's been getting me lately is we were in such a strong consistency of an uptrend in November that when I get a sweep, you best know I'm looking for buys because market likes to do this thing that when I'm going against the trend, because that's my trap, my let's say that's my trash. That's my trading system. I trade against the trend. And basically, what I'm just saying is I trade reversals. But the thing that gets me is the moment that I'm trading reversals, market's in a consistent uptrend or market's in a consistent downtrend. The moment that I'm like, all right, let's trade with the trend, market wants to do exactly what my freaking trading strategy is. And I'm like, dude, why are you always switching up on me? Now, luckily enough, I'm consistent to where I can still make profits doing this. While catching these losses, I'm still catching these dubs. Now, do I like that? No, it's very aggravating. Don't like taking too many trades. I wish the first trade was just a trade, but sometimes I like taking risk. It is something that I'm going to work on in the next video once I get to that. But previous to 930, as you can see, we had London session high and London session low. Then we had exit session low. If we go into it right off market open, let me just kind of draw this out, then I'm going to clean up after. We got 5-minute high and we have 5-minute low. Wait, is that even low? That is not a low. This is a low. Okay. So previous to market open, but it already got taken out. There was not a low, 5-minute low. We ended up taking 5-minute high of pre-market. Well, as you can see, I was getting carried away. I was like, well, shoot, if we're going to go ahead and start taking these highs, oh, goodness gracious, I'm all over the place. Bear with me. Bear with me. Okay. We take previous high off the 5-minute, then we come and slap down to the 1 hour. Now, one thing is, if you don't get a retest, no point in taking the trade. As you can see, we took out London session low. We did not get a retest. We get a liquidity sweep. We get a break of structure. Fair value gap, no retest. Well, we end up hitting, this area of liquidity. We did not go to take London session highs. So that was just a sticky situation. Now, me being me, I jumped the gun. I said, well, we already basically took, this area of liquidity. We didn't push higher. Let's look for sales. Well, being in the markets that Q gets in, we like to go against the moment that I try to freaking enter. As you can see, we have a sweep. We don't have a breaker structure. Key. This is very, very key. We have a sweep, we have a breaker structure, and we don't have a breaker structure, and we have an inverse fair value gap. Well, Q tries to enter, missing one of his confluences and paying the price. Q puts a stop loss right above the inverse fair value gap candle, and Q tries to target this low. And as you can see, Q gets swept. Well, let's move on to the next trade. Q tries to get into another liquidity sweep with the breaker structure and a fair value gap retest. And this is the part that I love the most. The moment that I gave up on this trade is the moment that my retest was finalized and freaking did exactly what I wanted it to do. But let's stay in this trade. We get the sweep, we get the breaker structure, we get the we get the fair value gap, we get the retest, we get momentum, weak momentum. Well, I'm already in this trade. What you think I'm doing? I'm shorting this thing. Well, you know what market did to me? Market shorted my way out of the freaking trade. All right. So that's my double loss right there. Double whammy. Having a great day at this point in time. Get shorted out. And at this point in time, I was like, of course, there's a fair value gap. Watch this. I'm going to show you how the fact that market came to touch this fair value gap, and I looked at the market and I was just ready to press the button. And I said, nah, I'm good. If I would have said, yeah, The trade that I've been waiting for this entire time, that market was being so stubborn just to freaking do, would have hit. And I know some of you guys are like, Q, why do you take these trades? Why do you keep trying? Why do you? Well, number one, the reason I keep trying is because I'm not going to stop trying. Number two, the reason that I stay trying is because I have a strong bias. And just because I don't have the right stop loss doesn't mean that my trade was never right. It just means that I need to stop being stubborn. And if I'm going to go for profits, I also need to understand what I'm willing to risk. And that's the part that's kicking my butt. These tight stop losses. Because if I would have had an extended stop loss right above this high, let's say right here, I would have never got stopped out. Would have been in the consolidating phase, and then price would have took its turn, and I would have got profits. But I didn't. So paid the price. Well, Q got annoyed after he looked back at the market 10 minutes later. Third person point of view. Yes, we in that. Q saw the trade play out. Well, Q said, you know what? Since that's what we doing, let's take buys. You should learn something from me. You really should. And that is, don't do the dumb things that I do. As in take trades just because. Well, Q sees a fair value gap. After this big momentum push, we see liquidity sweep of the Asia session. We see breaker structure. We see fair value gap. Well, you know what happened? Q got in. Actually, I know exactly where I got in. I got in up here. Boy. Oh, I now remember exactly what happened. So I was trying. Oh, what was that laugh? Okay, look, this is what I was trying to do. I was with my son and I was about to go to work. And in the moment of me looking at this chart, after seeing this trade that I've been forcing to go down, and it went down, and then I'm like, now I got to catch something, man. I'm already down, like, I want to say I was down 2,000 at this point. No, I was down 1,400 at this point. 700, 700. Well, this trade right here, I kid you not, I entered out of impulsiveness because I was sitting here and I picked up my phone. I was like, oh shoot, a trade's about to play out. My son starts screaming in my face uncontrollably. I don't know what happened to me in that moment. I panicked so hard and I hit the buy button. And I said, my stop loss was down here. You know how much I was risking on this trade? I risked $1,700 in one trade. Talk about that was bad. And then got taken out. I was pissed. Excuse my language. I was mad. I was so mad. 700, 700, 1,400, 1,700. I was down bad. I was down bad. 3,100 on the day. I have never, on this entire trading account, have messed up this bad. I was mad. I was very upset with myself. Well, long story short, I played it out. I waited it out. Actually, let me keep that back there. And one thing that I was explaining to my boy, I said, brother, I got cooked today. I said, but you know what? It is what it is. You know, you live and you learn. My losses are not nothing. They're not setbacks at all. They actually position me for whenever I do get in the situation again, I make the better decision now. Well, oh, I gotta be quick. PC's trying to cut off on me. I was literally just preaching to him. I said, dude, I said, you always tell me, this is my boy. I said, you always tell me that I be getting in these ridiculous trades. I said, but when I see my strategy, I'm taking my trade. 5 minutes later, I said, hey, I think I'm about to jump in the market. He said, bro, for real? I said, yes. Let me show you what I did. Because I'm Hemington, lowercase h, because I am not God. All right. So as you can see, we were stuck in a mean consolidating phase. Actually, let me go into a higher time frame. I want to show you guys from the 5 minute. So with these highs being created, and price never went higher, but price did come all the way down, didn't take out this area of liquidity. Now I'm talking about this whole consolidating phase. So this is an area of liquidity. Any high and low is an area of liquidity. If anybody's wondering what the frick area of liquidity is, with price rejecting not going lower, I knew for a fact this was a buying signal because one, you didn't even come lower to sweep this. Two, this shows me that this was a valid order block. And it shows me that there was buying signal and buying power. Well, also with that being said, we get a sweep off of this low. We get a breaker structure. Well, when you get like a higher time frame confluence, always go to a lower time frame. Why not? Literally, why not? So, what did I do? I waited for my signal. I got in here, and what was my entry? There was a reason that I got in on this trade. Was it right here? One of these inverse fair value gaps? I can't exactly remember. Oh, I had seen this. I seen this candle create a fair value gap, and then it ended up pushing up higher. And then I also wait. I think I got in on this candle. Did I not? Oh, whatever. I'll just say I got in on this candle. Anyways, I got in on this candle. This could have been a 5 minute 5 minute zone. Stop loss under this low. I end up targeting this right here. Let me make this a little bit more simple. Why was I targeting this? I don't even know. But this was just in there. Target was right there. Let's come all the way over. I end up getting also again because I was like, dude, I'm double upping on this. I need this W. I get in the second time. Now I'm gonna go over why I got in this trade, but let me just get this all out the way so I can clear the charts out. So I'm not just showing you guys stupid trades. Okay. Get this out the way. And get this out the way. Okay. So now with this being said, this other one was the reason that I got out. Okay. Now I'm ready. So I end up getting in this trade, and I kid you not, this was such a good feeling. The fact that I got in, I had a confluence, I had a bias. I stuck to whatever I believed in. The reason I'm bringing this up is because you guys need to understand when you're a trader, I don't care what nobody got to say. If somebody's like, oh, you trade 930 and then you get off, no, you do what you want to do if it works for you. No, don't sit here and listen to all these people that tell you you can't trade this session. You can't pace these hours. You are not a good trader. Dude, I will show you real life that I know what I'm doing. And ain't nobody gonna tell me otherwise. Because the results, I promise you, if this wasn't my first account with Upcomers, I would show you my account that it's live and that I'm literally on 100K. But I'm not doing that. I don't want to have the risk of my account getting freaking taken from me and somebody get my information. I'm not doing it. But I'm telling you guys, I ended up coming back making 2,900 off of a 3,100 day loss. I ended the day with losing $122 because I was consistent. Stay true and believe in your strategy. Stay true and believe in yourself and stop allowing fear to be the reason that you don't take chances. Like seriously, I never would have got these profits if I wouldn't have stayed consistent. Imagine having a 3,100 day loss coming back to end the day with a $100 loss. That was an amazing feeling. And glory be to God that I stay consistent because He built this in me. He built the stubbornness in me. No, I ain't gonna say all that. But He built this consistency. Glory be to God. But you know, man, it's such a good feeling. And I can't be mad at the fact that I'm just trying. Some of you guys are allowing other people to convince you that you need to stop trying so hard. And then it's delaying the gift that you have. It's delaying the person that you are meant to be. It is delaying the fruits of your labor. It is delaying what God has in store for you. because you're allowing other people to convince you to stop doing what you're doing. And also, the reason that my take profit ended up getting hit is because I was moving. Well, I didn't have a take profit that got hit. I was one pip away. Well, not even one pip away. I was like 0.5 away, and price consolidated. Luckily, I burned my stop loss and secured the profit. If I wouldn't had a trailing stop loss, you see that it would have came all the way back down and stop loss me. Hit my stop loss all the way to the bottom. Would have made $0. So actually, no, I would have actually went further negative. But that is how my Tuesday was. It ended the day well. It did. Not I did. Yeah, it did. So let's just go ahead and go to Wednesday. Oh man, I ain't made a long video in such a long time. Wednesday, as in today. How much more time I got left on this? 4%, 3%. Oh, no way. Is the video still recording? It is still recording. Is it gonna come on? Come on. Show me my face. Show me my face. Come on. Adjust, adjust, adjust. Is it gonna fix? Is it gonna fix? It's still recording. No way. Oh my gosh. It's still recording. Mayday. 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 I don't want to stop the recording, dude. Let me see. No, it froze with my thing looking like that. I don't know if it still can hear me. If it still can see everything. Because it's not even showing that it's recording on for me. No way.